Here's the analysis result for the guy you filled out the survey for. The result? C minus. This guy is below par. He has some issues to watch out for. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is not likely to go far in his career, no matter what he says. Even if he talks big about his future, his actions probably won't match his words. He might avoid hard work, get easily frustrated, or give up when faced with challenges.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he is more likely to break down rather than bounce back. He might lose his temper, blame others, or withdraw completely instead of facing the problem calmly. Instead of trying to learn or improve, he might just complain or shut himself off.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
Most people at work will find it hard to like or respect him, and he's likely to get into arguments or fights quite often. His way of talking can be harsh, and he doesn't really care about others' feelings, so small disagreements can easily turn into bigger problems. Many coworkers may try to avoid him because they know he can be difficult or moody.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he is much more likely to feel insecure than proud. Instead of celebrating your success, he may become angry or jealous, seeing your achievements as a blow to his own self worth. Rather than feeling happy for you, he might distance himself or start arguments out of frustration.
What if you start earning more than him?
Yes, if you earn more than him, he will likely resent you and feel insecure. Instead of being happy for your success, he may see it as something that makes him look or feel small. Don't be surprised if he tries to bring you down or starts arguments over small things.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He is not the type to handle money carefully. Most likely, he will spend without much thought, often buying things on impulse or ignoring important financial responsibilities. Don't expect him to be a steady or reliable partner in managing household finances.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He is likely to pretend to be richer than he actually is. Instead of accepting his real situation, he may try to impress others by showing off or spending on things he can't really afford. You may find yourself worrying about money or feeling embarrassed by his choices.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He's not open handed or kind when it comes to money or his overall attitude. Most of the time, he won't go out of his way to help you or others, even if someone is truly in need. Instead of feeling supported or cared for, you might often feel left out or uncared for.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is more likely to be secretive and controlling about money rather than open and honest. If you ask him about spending or saving, he may avoid the topic, give short answers, or even get angry. A strong partnership is built on openness. So be careful if you notice these warning signs early on.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He is likely to think that housework is only your job and won't step in to help much, if at all. If you ask for support with chores, he might brush you off, get annoyed, or even make you feel guilty for bringing it up. Over time, this can make you feel tired, overwhelmed, and unappreciated.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He is not someone who will roll up his sleeves and actually help with chores or childcare. Most likely, he will stand aside, give instructions, or even criticize how you do things, but rarely do any real work himself. This can leave you feeling alone and overloaded with responsibilities.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He's not the type to try and understand your side. Most times, he will just argue to prove that he's right, no matter what the situation is. Instead of listening and working together, he focuses on winning the argument, not on solving problems.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he doesn't stay respectful. Instead, he's likely to say hurtful things, shout, or even act in an aggressive way. You might find yourself frightened or very upset after such outbursts.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he is the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. Even small problems or disagreements can set him off, and his reactions are often much bigger than the situation needs. This kind of quick temper is not something to ignore, it is a serious red flag.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He finds it very hard to say sorry or take responsibility when things go wrong. Instead, he is more likely to blame you or someone else, even for his own mistakes. Over time, this makes it hard to solve problems together and can leave you feeling unvalued and misunderstood.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He is unlikely to always respect your boundaries and may not truly understand or care that no means no. You might find him pressuring you to do things you're uncomfortable with, ignoring your wishes, or arguing when you set limits. Everyone deserves a partner who listens and respects their boundaries always.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of showing understanding or care for your feelings, he may become angry, sulk, or even blame you, making you feel guilty for saying no. He might use harsh words or create unnecessary arguments just to make his point.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
You cannot fully trust him to handle private moments with care because he may use them against you if he feels angry or wants to win an argument. There's a real risk that something you shared in confidence could be thrown back at you, or he might say hurtful things about your private life to make you feel small or embarrassed. This kind of behavior breaks trust and makes it hard to feel safe and close with someone.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is likely to be easily distracted by other women and may not be fully faithful in a relationship. His focus often stays on himself and what he wants, so he might not take promises or loyalty as seriously as you do. You could find yourself feeling insecure or questioning his commitment often.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he is likely to be over possessive, showing jealousy, trying to control what you do, or acting suspicious of your actions even when you haven't done anything wrong. He might question who you talk to, check up on you often, or get upset if you spend time with friends or family. It's not true love if it feels like you are being watched or not trusted.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what might seem like a protective nature is really a sign of a controlling personality. He may say he's looking out for you, but deep down, his actions come from wanting to control where you go, who you meet, or what you do. True care should make you feel safe and respected, never trapped or bossed around.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will most likely expect you to do most of the work when it comes to parenting. Instead of seeing raising children as something you both share, he might believe it's mainly your responsibility and step back when there's real work to be done. If you ask for help, he may avoid it, make excuses, or even get annoyed.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he is much more likely to lose his temper than stay calm. Even small mistakes or childish behavior can trigger him to raise his voice, scold harshly, or act impatient. Kids need understanding and patience, especially when they're struggling.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He is unlikely to truly support you as both a mother and as your own person. Instead of encouraging your dreams and respecting your needs, he may focus only on what he wants or expects from you at home. You deserve a partner who cheers for you in every part of life, not one who holds you back.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, this is the kind of man who might seem supportive of your career now, but could later pressure you to quit once you have a child. At the start, he may say nice things about your work, but deep down, he is often more interested in his own needs than in your dreams. Don't ignore your doubts. A good partner will stand by your goals at every stage of life, not just when it suits him.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is likely to just act polite on the surface with your parents rather than showing real warmth or care. You may notice that his words sound respectful, but his actions feel cold or distant. If any disagreements come up, he could lose his patience quickly. He's far more likely to expect your family to change for him rather than trying to adjust himself.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is more likely to make things worse than handle it calmly. Instead of finding gentle solutions or talking things through with patience, he might lose his temper, say harsh words, or become stubborn. Rather than bringing peace to tense situations, his actions may only add more stress and upset.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is likely the kind of man who may act modern with you in private, but expect you to be a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. He might encourage you to be yourself at home, but when family gatherings or visitors come, he could suddenly pressure you to dress, behave, and serve in ways that fit old fashioned standards. You may feel confused or frustrated by his double standards, always having to change yourself to please others.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he is more likely to stay out of it or even side with his family rather than support you. Instead of standing up for you when you need him, he may remain silent, leave you to defend yourself, or agree with his relatives to avoid any trouble for himself. This can make you feel lonely, hurt, and unsupported at times when you most need your partner by your side.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
Yes, he is likely to be a mummy's boy, which means his mother's opinions and wishes usually come first for him. In any conflict between you and his mother, don't expect him to choose your side or stand up for you. This can leave you feeling alone and powerless in your own home.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is likely to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. This means your personal matters won't truly stay between just the two of you. When a partner cannot keep private things private, It breaks trust and can make you feel alone or even judged in your own home.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, after all that analysis, we can conclude that this guy is a C minus. This guy is below par and he has some serious issues to watch out for. Being in a relationship with this man day in and day out is likely to feel heavy, lonely, and stressful. You might find yourself doing most of the work, big and small, and carrying the emotional load without much help.